Okay, so we are going to start at the very beginning, and we're going to start with Chad Daybell. Chad Daybell was born August 11th, 1968 in Provo, Utah. His parents were Jack Daybell and Sheila Chestnut Daybell, and they were members of the LDS Church. Before Chad went off to college, he went on a mission trip, and it was recounted that he got the most amount of people to be baptized into the LDS Church on this trip as a missionary. And while he was shy, he was also very soft and charismatic. When he returned from this mission trip, Chad had his first near-death experience when he went cliff diving and hit some rocks on the way down. He says that during this near-death experience, when he came back, he started to have visions of the future, and he brought information from the future with him, and that he became some type of future-telling prophet. Chad started to attend Brigham University, and he also met his wife Tammy while he was there. He married her in 1990, and he graduated in 1992 from the university with a degree in journalism. Tammy often worked alongside Chad in the publishing company, and they also went on to have 5 children. Their names are Garth, Emma, Seth, Leah, and Mark. Chad slowly started to make a name for himself in the Mormon community as an author and publisher, but it wasn't enough to make ends meet and money for the family, so he also did work as a grave digger and a cemetery sexton for extra money. Many of the authors that worked with Chad at the time recounted him as pleasant and a humble guy. They even said that his beliefs seemed to match the kind of mainstream Mormon beliefs. But around 2014, one author that worked with Chad named Susan Freeman started to notice changes in him. She released 3 books with the help of Chad. She said, and I quote, "He started publishing non-Mormon doctrine stories, and I just told him that there's something quite not right. Plus, we were working on a book of mine together, and he said to take out the LDS stuff, which I was kind of surprised by because he was an LDS author." Daybell went on to publish 25 of his own books, and some of them were stranger than others. While the book Living on the Edge of Heaven was about his 2 near-death experiences, he also wrote a series called The Times of Turmoil, and that series explored a kind of apocalyptic idea of America and other traumatic events that would happen before the second coming of Christ. That specific series would make his very loyal supporters kind of back away from him and take a step back, but it did also draw in a very new and enthusiastic reader base that took his books really to heart. One of those very enthusiastic readers was Lori Vallow, and she started to become obsessed with his writings. In the next video, I will cover the timeline of Lori Vallow's life, and then we will start kind of piecing it all together and intertwining them. Just a reminder, follow me here, follow my backup account that I will tag in the description, and I will also be making very, very in-depth YouTube videos that is also linked in my profile, and I will be able to show you pictures and video clips and body cam footage and all of that stuff over on YouTube. I will be going live very often on my backup account because I can't go live here anymore. So make sure to follow me, and again, I will be working with our defense attorney friend, Stephanie. Gian Christ is her name on here on TikTok. I'm also going to tag her Below again, I have in past videos, but you guys, this is just scratching the surface of this case. There's so much to talk about, and the trial starts on April 3rd. So we have to be ready so that we can start off on a really good foundation. So we kind of aren't going back and trying to explain things while the trial is going on. Also, I will be trying to do a YouTube video with Stephanie going over all of the court documents leading up to this trial so that we can really understand what was said in those court documents thus far.